What's going on, Freedomers? Missioners, getting that mixed up. But anyway, how to stop thinking about somebody. I used to have a lot of people on my mind. That's not important. And the Spirit told me to write their names down and, say you release them or you banish them and you put them in the freezer. You do the freezer spell, you put it in the freezer. And when I tell you it worked, it's like every time those people cross my mind, it's like I feel an instant stop. And that's all is energy, you feel me? And I'm gonna start doing that with everything, like poverty, lack, just doing a freezer spell, and like you can use the elements to stop things. And because when you have a moon in the sixth house, you constantly think and think and think and think and think, and sometimes it's toxic because if you have a mind that is constantly on people, things that don't really matter, feelings that don't really matter, emotions that don't really matter, it distracts you from your goals. You know what I'm saying? And that's one of the things that I had to stop. Like, if I'm gonna do that from now on, when I don't want something to be, I might get like a mini fridge of like vanishing and stuff. And until it's out of my system per se. And I had to learn like if your mind is constantly on things that distract it from the goal, you make those things the goal. That you make distraction the goal, and you can be so obsessed with distraction. And I want you to go to that free training in the link in my bio. Link is gonna be in my bio soon. But bit.ly in the bit.ly/astrology purpose training, and it's a free training about 30 minutes long on how to find your purpose using astrology. And being in the moon in the sixth house, I had this deep obsession sometimes, and it's really bad. And especially when it's not about people and things and feelings that don't really matter. You feel what I'm saying? And you have to use things that put the energy at pause, put the energy at rest. And I would suggest you write it down on a piece of paper. And I thought about doing this with money. I thought about doing this with any lack, anything that I don't want in my life. I want it to stop. I want it to pause. I want it to freeze. Or I want it to die until I know it no longer is in my atmosphere, and I actually do the work to think about other things. And I think it's so important to keep your mind focused. And that's why I'm going out. I'm going outside for the first time in like 3 days, and because like I did something today, I felt accomplished. So I finally did this training that I'm showing you guys, and I told myself, I'm kind of proud of myself. Like I didn't leave until I got it done. You know what I'm saying? Because there's so many times where I leave the house or I go to sleep per se, and that's my new thing. That's the new thing I have to break. Not going to sleep until it's done. You feel me? And that's my new thing. Like not going to bed until it's finished. And until all of the activities are done, you know what I'm saying? And that's one of the things. One of my Aries, he was like a wrestling coach, but I never forgot what he said when I asked him how did he lose weight. He said he doesn't go to sleep until the activity, and that's very Aries like. We're on a mission, you know what I'm saying? I didn't go to sleep until till I worked out. And I bet you some days he wasn't perfect. I bet you some days he slipped up. I bet you some days he didn't feel like it. I bet you some days were hard. But if you do that most times, at least 80 to 90%, you'll go a lot further than a person who does it at 50%. I'm so grateful that I've been blessed enough to be at peace for a year in my life, and just, there's some regrets of some things I wish I didn't do, but I'm so glad that for the first time in my adult life, I have some sort of balance. It's a little haywire, but it's just me being in a rush to go to the next level, and that's what I'm working on now, becoming more urgent with me going to that next level in my life. And that next level in my life is becoming completely financially free, and it's based on how addicted I am to know what to study, knowing the details, knowing about my next level, studying about my next level, and being completely absorbed about my next level, and counting every hour, every day, every minute about my next level, because nobody's going to get me there but me, not nobody. And so I encourage you to do the freezer spell with things that's on your mind that don't bring you peace, that things that's on your mind that's bringing you despair, and not discomfort, because not all the time discomfort is bad, but discomfort in a way where it's a distraction. All distractions, I have like this, I have like a sandwich bag. I wrap it up, I squeeze it with my right hand, my guard hand, or the right hand, most dominant hand. I squeeze it, and I put it in the freezer, and it works. Like my mind is pretty clear right now. I don't feel my heart throbbing with those people that are negative for me, and I'm about to practice it more. Like I said, I probably get like a mini fridge for a mini fridge for spells, for cold spells, or I just put a black sock, or I probably do that too. Use a black sock and I put it in a dark area, and I write in there, and I put some black pepper in there. Or I use the black bottle spell, that too. Or I use the black bottle spell so I can stop thinking about them. And I probably do that too. That's good. That's a spirit flowing through you. Like, you either use the black bottle spell, you can YouTube it, or you could use the black bottle spell or the freezer spell to stop thinking about people. Because sometimes you don't have the willpower right now to stop thinking about a person or people or a situation that doesn't serve you anymore. And but make sure you go to bit.ly/ in all capitals, astrology purpose training, for that free training. And